back, guys. Now that we have our actual form in place, we can begin writing the code that's going to handle it. So go to your login handler.php. Going to put your PHP tags in, press tab, give some space as well. We're going to say if is set, and inside there we'll put $_post in capitals, square bracket, single quotes, and login_button, because that's the name we gave our login, the submit button on the login form. So if that's been set, i.e. if it's been pressed, inside the if statement we'll put, give some space, email equals filter var, and inside there we'll put $_post, square bracket, single quotes, log_email, which is what our login input field was called, and the second parameter in there is, in all capitals, filter_sanitize_email. Let me check I spelled that right. Filter sanitize email. Okay. That just makes sure the email is in the correct format. I'll give that a semicolon. Let's call it, just say sanitize email. Next line down, $_session in capitals, square bracket, single quotes. Let's call it log_email equals email. Okay, this is what we did before, how if they submit it and there was an error, the values stay in there. So we're going to do that with email address. We don't do it with password though, just email address. So we say store email into session variable, and we're going to make our password variable password equals MD5, and inside there just say $_post, square bracket, single quote, log_password. So do you remember before how I said that we MD5'd our password before sending it to the database, which made it look like this. Now all we're going to do is, before we check it, we're going to MD5 it again, and if the MD5 version is equal to this version, it's obviously the right password and it'll let it through. Because every time it MD5s it, it'll MD5 it in the same way if it's the same word. There's a little comment, get password. Now we'll do the database query. We'll say $check database_query equals MySQLi_query brackets con, and with a connection variable that's included in the config form, comma, double quotes, and in there we're going to put select all. So rather than selecting a single column like select email or select username, we're going to just select all for now, which is an asterisk or star, some of you might know it as. So select all from users where email is equal to single quotes $email and password is equal to single quotes and then password. So this is going to check the users table and look for an email address and a password that matches those two. If they find a row in the table that has that email address and that password, then it's obviously a match and the user's typed in the right details. If they get the password or email wrong, then one of those two won't match, or both, and they won't be logged in. So now we're going to check the results of that query. We're going to say check login query equals MySQLi_num_rows brackets, give it that check database query we made up there. That'll return the number of results that's made, which should either be 1 or 0 in theory. And now we can say if check login query is equal to 1, so if there's one row returned, it means they've logged in successfully, and then we'll say $row equals MySQLi_fetch_array brackets and then pass check database query, which is that one we made up there. Okay, I'll explain what this does in a minute. We're now going to write $username equals row, this variable we made up here, square brackets, single quotes, username. Again, I'll explain this soon. And then we're going to put $_ session, square brackets, single quotes, username equals username. And what this does is it creates a new session variable called username, and it's going to set it to the value of their username. So I'll just go back and explain this then. We say row equals MySQL fetch array, and what this does is it makes us be able to access the results returned from this query. So the results from this query are now stored as an array inside here, and to access it we can say row and then whichever column of the table we want. So if we wanted the email address, we could say email equals row email, okay, or row ID or anything like that. So fetch array is how we make use of the values returned by the queries. And this session variable for username is just like how we use session variables here on our form to save the values in. We're now saving the value of username, and as long as this session variable contains a username and it's not nil, it contains a value, that means that the user's logged in. Because every time we load a page inside our website, we're going to check to see if this is nil, and if it is nil and it doesn't contain a value, that would mean that the user's not logged in, either they've been logged out or they're trying to access a page without logging in, and we'll just redirect them back to the login page. So that'll become clearer soon as we implement that. So now we can just say header, brackets, location, that's with a capital L, colon, index.php. And this will just redirect the page to index.php. And this will only execute, of course, if they've logged in. And so as soon as they log in, it'll just head to index.php. And we can just put exit. Okay, so that's it.